You closed a killer high ticket deal in your last quarter. But are you wondering how will you ever do that again? Now, if you have this question, let me ask you one thing. You have not have your customer persona ready till now. Now, don't stop here. Because when I say customer persona, I'm not telling about your ICP. But the best deals that you ever closed, your historic deals, almost always leave a trail. So the next time when you're looking at closing a new deal, it is not about starting right from scratch. It's about finding out the top 3 ingredients that are replicated almost in all your best deals, and the only thing that you need to do is repeat them. So in this video, let's look at what those ingredients are. So hi, I'm Saranyan Aranamurthy. I run the Content Board, which is an SEO marketing agency, and Line.Digital, which is a B2B sales company. And today in this video, I'm going to tell you how we track our best deals and how we look forward to replicating it. Now, for every new deals as a founder, you don't need to start from scratch, or you don't need to pitch to a newer company and get that started. But instead, follow these 3 ingredients very carefully. The first thing is your sales velocity. The second is your average deal size, or the higher the ACV. And the third and the most important one is your sales life cycle. Now let me tell you what each of these are and how do you measure these. First, let's talk about sales velocity. Sales velocity is nothing but how quickly that deal is closed in your business, or in other words, how quicker is your sales cycle. Now when you're measuring sales velocity, there are a few things that you should certainly know. Why did the deal get closed so faster? Is it because of demand? Is it because of you reaching out to the right decision maker? Is it because your pitch was right on the bullseye, or what are the other reasons? Because when you clearly know why your sales happen faster, you will be able to know what parameters to focus on next. And to do this, use these questions. How many touch points did your prospect close right from the first pitch until becoming your customer? The second thing, who are the most fastest responding decision makers? Number 3, what was happening in that organization, or what was the status of that organization while you're pitching? Now when you have these 3 things, you're focusing on 3 elements. 1, who was the decision maker whom you can pitch? Second, what is the stage or the circumstance or the buying environment in that company? Because when you know there is a clear buying environment, that's exactly when you know this is when I have to pitch. And the third are the touch points. Let's say you are reaching out to that decision maker in that specific buying environment. How many touch points do you add? So when you have this clearly, you will be able to map easily. Especially, you will be able to know, okay, this is exactly how I should pitch, and this is how I should place my touch points. So with this, track your previous sales process and identify what are the things they consume. Did they watch your webinar? Did they listen to your podcast? Did they read your newsletter? Did they already speak to another sales? Or did they do their research? What exactly was that? Now once you know all these touch points, create a velocity playbook. Now velocity playbook is nothing but what works for your company. What are the touch points that your prospects went through? Now with this, your velocity is sorted. Now the second thing is where we focus on the deal size or the ACV. Now if your average conversion value is higher, then that tells you a very good amount of deal about how good your proposal is. So look at which are the proposals that gave you the higher conversion rate. How large was your recent deal than your average deal? How is your average deal versus your larger deal sorted in terms of how quick they convert? So when you go in a little deeper into this, you will understand more about, did your buyer have a high urgency or a burning problem? Did you focus more on solution rather than the features? Did you build them based on the output than the working hours? Or was your USP based on the employee versus on the solution? What exactly is that? So when you understand the core of what sells in your offer, you will be able to position it in a much better way. Because let's face this, no matter how fancy your proposal is, it all drives down to what are the core values you base your proposal on. So get this right. Now the final thing that comes up is a sales life cycle. Now what do we mean by sales life cycle? This is where your entire sales journey sums up. For example, where did you first meet your prospect, or where did your prospect get to know you? What was the first point of introduction? What was this level of awareness? When did they learn more about you? How did they get in touch with you? When did that first inquiry happen? And from that first inquiry, how did the next stages of content proceed? From there, what were the next few things that your prospect learned from you? How did they start trusting you? How did they make a decision to buy from you? And finally, when and how did they become your customers? So when you have all of these sorted, you clearly know this is how the entire sales life cycle looks like. And if you are able to map this out for your best deal, Trust me when I say this, you will find a very consistent pattern which you can easily replicate for your next sales funnel. And when you do that, your sales conversions are going to happen without you pressing a lot and just like this. So use these three ingredients, your sales velocity, your deal ACV, and especially your sales life cycle to clearly project and to clearly formulate your sales journey and your sales path so that you are not just able to close deals faster, but you're also able to do it with high intent, high ticket sales so that you end up with larger profits and larger projects. So if you're looking forward to close more sales and if you're looking forward to streamline your lead generation, nurture, and your sales closure process, do subscribe to this YouTube channel and connect with me on LinkedIn so that we can discuss how we can do it for your company. So with this, stay connected, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and follow me for more such content on B2B sales. Signing off for now, Saranyan Aranamurthy. Let's close some sales.